Welcome back to the Goku Report, and welcome back for a new survival vlog. Been a while since I've done one. This is just looking at a small, travel size first aid kit. This one specifically is done by, of course, Johnson & Johnson. Total you get 80 pieces. Says a value of like $13. On average, you can get this for between $8 and $9 overall. So, let's see what you get total. Now, it comes completely sealed in plastic with this over top of the plastic. So, already had it removed, luckily. Basic is a pretty nice little waterproof. I don't know how waterproof it is, though, since it's originally fully shrink wrap, it's going to be 100% waterproof. So, that's a good thing. It's a pretty nice small little kit. And gives you also like your basic first aid guide information right here of what you're getting in it, as well as just a little thing mentioning, of course, detail on the different items in case you don't have a basic common sense, in other words. But first of the batches of stuff you get a pretty decent sized thing of medical tape, which is actually good, and its material is also quite nice. Pretty decent amount, I would say, overall. For a small first aid kit like this isn't really that bad at all. Now, next up, you get two separate packages of extra strength Tylenol, actual Tylenol brand, so it's not bad given how expensive actual main brand stuff is most of the time. But you get two caplets in each package, so in total you get 4 extra strength Tylenol. That's actually not bad, especially if you're partially buying some stuff just to bump up maybe a little bit of supplies for your bigger first aid kit. Though this is meant more as like a small travel size one to take on like a basic trip or just keep in your car for just in case purposes, which is a good thing. But also, if you're also wanting to get items as well just to help build up your survival kit, items like this are actually good items to have for something like that, or even just in case scenario. For some quick pain relief, definitely the extra strength Tylenol is one of the big things, I would say, positives. Also, of course, a big important thing in this kit is the fact you actually get quite a few of these hand cleaning wipes, which is actually really good. And the fact you get like 10 of them, that is actually very good. And you know, of course, for the most part, that the quality's gonna be good. Also, of items, you get also a nice little package of Neosporin, which is very useful to have. Pain relief cream. Now, this is very good if you're wanting to use antibacterial for specific spots and stuff. Like, this is good to put on like a small cut or something you have. First, wipe it off with the cleaning and just put a little bit of this over the spot. This is also can be quite good for like bug bites and stuff. It also helps relieve irritation. That is definitely a good thing to keep in mind, to have items like Neosporin or like Benadryl cream, which can be very useful for rashes as well as bug bites. Speaking from experience, like Benadryl cream is very good for things like mosquito bites or like basic like honeybee stings and things like that. You get a small amount of like your standard basic Band-Aid, just your standard one. You get probably like 10 of, so that's pretty good. At least you get a decent amount of. Luckily, they're kept very tight in this container thing, the way it's designed. That is good. Keep everything good and organized. But yeah, you get quite a few standard Band-Aids. Also, you get quite a few of the next size up Band-Aid as well. Also, Get a bunch of these, which are just a little bit of a different design overall. But in total, you actually get quite a few decent quality band-aids, though I would dare say it's probably better going with like the clear, basic waterproof band-aids overall, at least for survival kit purposes. Now for stuff like this, if you're wanting more for just like basic first aid, then yeah, these are great band-aids to have specifically for survival kit building. I would say these aren't necessarily the best band-aids. I mean, they're good to have a variety of different types of band-aids and all, but at least if you're dealing with maybe having to go through a lot of water or like something like that, these are not the kind of band-aids you want. Now for basic, like standard, if it's like dry climate you're in or something, then these band-aids, yeah, sure, fine. And these are actually pretty good gauze pads, I'll admit. The quality is definitely good and thick, which is definitely important. And then you get a total of 3 of these, which are actually pretty decent size gauze pads. So overall, I mean, for what you're paying, like $8 to $9 on average, I would say, yeah, sure, this is actually not bad overall for a basic small first aid kit. And definitely some of the items here is actually quite good to put into possibly building a decent survival kit. Like, I would say specific stuff that really I would probably use in building survival kit. Definitely the Neosporin cream is a good thing. The gauze pads could be quite useful. The medical tape is surprisingly really good quality. So I would say this is definitely one of the big star items in this, as well as the 2 individual sealed packets of extra strength Tylenol. And the 10 actual really good hefty, big cleaning wipes are actually probably definitely the stars out of everything here. Though these are good quality band-aids, don't get me wrong. I use these most of the time. But like I said, this is better for like dry climates rather than that. But in total, that is what you're gonna get in one of these small travel first aid kits done by Johnson Johnson Company. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay safe, and I'll see you again on the Goku Report. And if you're curious quickly, the music in the background is from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time.